Welcome back. Today we are diving into a classic backtracking problem called combination sum. If you have ever struggled with recursion or understanding how to explore all possible choices in a problem, this video is exactly what you need. We will break down how to find unique combinations that add up to a specific target. Let's define the challenge. You are given a list of distinct integers and a target sum. Your goal is to return a list of all unique combinations of these numbers, where the chosen numbers sum to the target. The crucial rule here is that you can use the same number from the list an unlimited number of times. Let's look at a concrete example. Suppose our candidates are 2, 3, 6, and 7, and our target is 7. We can pick 2, then 2 again, and then 3, which sums to 7. That is one valid combination. Another one is simply picking 7 itself. Notice that for the second example with target 8, we can pick 4 2s or 2 3s and a 2. We just need to find every valid set. How do we solve this? Think about it as a series of decisions. At any point, you have a set of choices from your candidate list. You can pick a number, add it to your current sum, and then make another decision. Since we can reuse numbers, even after picking a 2, we can pick a 2 again. This repetitive decision-making process naturally forms a tree structure. Here is what that tree looks like visually. Starting from a sum of 0, if we choose 2, our new sum is 2. From there, we can choose 2 again to get 4, or choose 3 to get 5. We keep branching out until we either hit our target exactly, which is a success, or we overshoot the target, which is a dead end. In any recursive algorithm, we need to know when to stop. We have two main base cases. First, if our remaining target becomes 0, we have found a valid combination. We add it to our results and return. Second, if our target becomes less than 0, it means we have exceeded the sum. This is an invalid path, so we stop and return immediately. If we haven't hit a base case, we enter the recursive step. We iterate through our candidates. For each number, we perform 3 actions. First, we choose the number and add it to our path. Second, we explore further by calling the function recursively with a reduced target. Finally, we backtrack by removing the number so we can try the next candidate cleanly. Here is the code structure. We define a backtrack function that takes the remaining target, a start index, and the current path. Inside, we handle our base cases for success and failure. Then, we loop through the candidates. Notice the recursive call passes I as the start index, not I plus 1. This allows us to reuse the same element. A common pitfall is generating duplicate combinations like 2, 2, 3, and 3, 2, 2. These are the same set. We avoid this by using the start index parameter. By passing the current index, I to the next recursive call, we restrict the algorithm to only consider numbers at the current index or greater, effectively preventing us from looking backwards and generating duplicates. Regarding performance, this is an exponential time algorithm. In the worst case, the time complexity is roughly O of n raised to the power of t divided by m, where n is the number of candidates, t is the target, and m is the smallest candidate. The space complexity depends on the maximum depth of the recursion stack, which is the target divided by the smallest number. To wrap up, remember the key points. This is a standard backtracking pattern using a decision tree. At each step, you can include a number and stay at the same index, or move to the next number. Always define clear base cases for reaching 0 or going negative, and consider sorting your input to optimize by stopping early when numbers get too large. Thank you for watching. I hope this clarifies the combination sum problem and the backtracking pattern. If you found this helpful, please like the video and subscribe for more coding tutorials. Happy coding!
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.